Back to you,
Thank you. On the topic of election commitments and shifting goalpost minister through the election, the Liberal Party committed $12.5 million for a Home for Hobart basketball, a multi-purpose indoor courts facility, 4 courts at Newtown Bay. At the time, the media release made a commitment to $12.5 million for this facility. There were no caveats, no if this happens, if that happens, we'll provide it. It was a solid, what they thought, solid commitment to the Hobart City Council and Hobart Phoenix Basketball Association. There is no funding, as far as I can see, in the budget for this commitment. There's no funding in the forward estimates for this commitment. And in fact, the Hobart Phoenix Basketball Association received a letter stating that the government remains committed to this project if federal funding can be received to make up the balance. Now, that particular requirement wasn't part of the election commitment announcement. Minister, will you give consideration to removing that requirement from your commitment to $12.5 million and commit that that will be included in future budgets?
Well, first thing I would say is the commitment was made by the Premier, so I won't go around changing his commitments. And I would say, in regard to it not being included this year, that this is the interim budget and it doesn't contain a number of things, but due to the compressed time frame, which was a real thing, if you would like to discuss that with Treasury types. The 25-26 budget will ensure funds are provided for the delivery of essential public services. It is intended to resume usual budget timing next year and deliver the 26-27 budget in May. Other funding priorities, including commitments made at the last election, will be considered as part of the 26-27 budget development process in conjunction with an assessment of delivering existing programs and services, and this will include commitments made to support the home of football and the commitment to the Newtown Bay project Phoenix Basketball. In terms of the contingent federal funding, I would be very, very, very pleased to see that, and have had conversations with Lord Mayor Reynolds around that, and know that Hobart City Council is very they're committed to this as well. So, I think they see a role for themselves in advocating for that, and I think it's absolutely a reasonable expectation. I think perhaps City of Hobart hasn't received quite as many benefits, notwithstanding commitments to Mac Point and things like that. But, I think there are opportunities for the federal government to have a role in that. But, the state stands ready when that occurs, that we will, we'll ante up as we have done.
So should that not occur, can the Hobart Phoenix and Hobart City Council rely on the government still providing that funding, as was the commitment announced during the election campaign?
The commitment has been made.